Hello and welcome to the Daily Snail, where we bring you the important news only years after it's happened. My name is Dave Escargot, and today our top story brings us to the Supreme Court, where sometimes diversity can be a bad thing. The case of the SFFA v. Harvard is a simple yet divisive case of true rule following. In the past, Harvard's admission process has allowed for any and all students to apply. The Supreme Court had previously ruled that it is better for universities to allow diversity to broaden ideas and benefit all students. Despite Harvard's admission process being the most well-known and influential, it seems to have one key flaw. Over to Jerry.
Thank you, Dave. Now, despite the many good qualities of a diverse campus, the SFFA has argued for the end of Harvard's affirmative action program for decades. They believe that in the Harvard application process, they view race as more of a qualification rather than an actual plus or just an extra piece of information, which actively hurts the students and doesn't help them. Whereas other universities, they view race as more of a plus. Meanwhile, it seems like Harvard uses it as more of a defining factor in choices of admission, which actively goes against the 14th Amendment and the Equal Protection Clause. Back to you, Dave.
Thank you, Jerry. Now, the ruling has been revealed. The Supreme Court has sided with the SFFA as a clear violation of the 14th Amendment, and they are trying to make education more equal in the future. Yet this ruling is making citizens think back to Brown v. Board and how that stuck to the 14th Amendment. Jerry?
Thank you, Dave. Now, the last case to have this much of an education impact was Brown versus Board, where Brown argued that the segregated schools at the time did not adhere to the separate but equal clause, given that all black schools were generally worse than all white schools. Now, though the Board of Education did agree that the all-black schools left children at more of a disadvantage than the all-white schools, they argued that though they shared similar teachers, facilities, and curriculum, they adhered to the clause.
The Warren Court claimed that, quote, "In the field of public education, the doctrine of separate but equal has no place, as segregated schools are inherently unequal," end quote. The court ruled in favor of Brown under the protection of the 14th Amendment. The ruling was the first major step in ending segregation and proved that the Jim Crow laws were able to be changed.
Thank you, Jerry. Now, unfortunately, this is our last story of the day, so we hope to see you in the future.